Leadership is not talking the lead, but taking the lead. It is how much you contribute to the well-being of man in whatever area you are involved in that shows who a leader is. Leadership is not an appointment, therefore, it's an attainment. It's not in the titles we wear, but in the values we bear. So let's look at these 4 steps on the ladder towards full realization of our leadership potentials. That is self-management, time management, task management, and resource management. What is self-management all about? It's about setting order over one's life. Setting boundaries around your life so as to deliver your purpose on earth. Dogged pursuit of one's vision. Maximum investment of one's energy and resources in driving at one's task. It is setting goals and driving at them. It's being able to always separate between the lawful and the expedient. Paul said, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. Now you see, they are not wrong, but they are not profitable. Now, okay, you can go for naming ceremony, go for marriage, go for this, they're all okay. But how much value are they adding to you? In fact, some of the places, they wonder why you came. But you went anyway. They wonder why you came. I used to crack a joke with my mother. There was no one that died in town that is not related to her. So one day I asked, I said, everybody in this town is related to you. All things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. My right to make a profitable choice must be fully engaged at all times. How profitable is this? I came here this morning, because I know that 1 or 2 statements may help to open up somebody's destiny. Okay? And of course, my heart and love for this ministry. Making quality decisions and standing by it. It is simply about being a law to oneself. This I must do because I must do it. I wanted to tell you, when I slept this morning, the one who marks when I slept should know. Somebody asked me, one of our students at Landmark University said, to stay awake, we take coffee, we take this, we take that. What do you take to stay awake? I said, responsibility. Responsibility. You don't need no coffee to stay awake if there are things that must be done. Efficient self-management is what determines one's ultimate accomplishment. You can't tell how much you are worth until you succeed in managing yourself efficiently, managing your time efficiently. Leadership in any field begins with leading oneself efficiently. Leading oneself efficiently. Leading oneself efficiently. Let's look at the story of David the king. He was said to be skillful in playing the harp. How? Through self-training, because there was no reference to any trainer. He was also there to be valiant at war. How? But he never went through any formal military training. Self-training. David was said to be skillful in leadership. How? Through self-training. The book of Psalm 78 and verse 72, he guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. Let's look at the story of Paul, a foremost apostle of Christ. Another graduate of University of Self-Training. He locked himself up for 3 years in Arabia. He was a man of books. The book I left with you when I was at Trust When Thou Comest, bring with me. 2 Timothy 4:13. This man wrote 2/3 of the New Testament through dedication to self-development. That's the key to it. I'd like us to live here today and take full responsibility. The Lord once spoke to me. He said, everyone is absolutely responsible for the outcome of his life. Everyone. Look to Abraham, your father, and Sarah that bare thee. I called him alone, and I blessed him. I want to bless the church and my people the same way I bless Abraham. But I called him alone. Let me digress here for the time I have. Someone once said, and it's biblically established, they that walk with many. They that run with a few. But they that fly alone. But they that fly. Have you ever seen an aircraft being towed in the air? You can tow a trailer. You can't tow an helicopter. Every aircraft that must be in the air must have enough power within itself to take off. Otherwise, it will be grounded for life. I called Abraham alone and turned him to a symbol of generational blessing. He called Isaac alone. Go not down to Egypt. Dwell in this land. And Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him, and the man went forward. He became great. And the Philistines envied him. This man became stronger than the nation. The king and his chief of army staff went to him to plead with him, please don't overrun us. And by a prophet, not by 10 prophets, the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt, and by a prophet was he preserved. Those who fly alone. Those who run with a few. Those who walk with many. You go to Oshodi. Everybody's moving. Think of Nehemiah, one-man army. Stood there and prayed 3 weeks to see the shame and reproach of Jerusalem rolled away. And God picked on him, and from a cupbearer, he became a governor. They that fly alone. God said to Gideon, thou mighty man of valor. He said, hey, I can take that. He said, wait a minute. You shall smite the Midianites as one man. Gideon was a one-man army, as it were, and stop the harassment against that nation. They that fly alone. He sent a man, not a group, before them. Even Joseph. Psalm 105, verse 17 to 22, who was sold for a slave. And by that one man, the destiny of a whole nation was restored.